What up, y'all? It's Thursday, so you already know what time it is. You rocking with your man Sean, better known as BeatsOnT. I'm just getting off work and I'm hungry as hell, so I'm gonna just apologize now because I'm gonna be fucking up some pretzels while we do this. Now, either I'm just hungry as hell and can't wait to get home to my motherfucking wife cooking, or Snyder be putting their whole goddamn foot in their pretzels, bro. Word is life. Because these shits, nigga, you know you can't turn left there. What are you doing? These shits is women. This week, we talking about the name change and all that. My birth name is stupid close to my legal name, which, for those of y'all that ain't know, is finally changed. So, for any of you motherfuckers who be trying to be smart, be talking about, oh, I need time to start using the right name and the right pronouns, my shit is legit. So if you don't use them, don't motherfucking speak to me, bitch. It's legal. The motherfucking government recognizes that shit and my goddamn pronouns too. So if you can't, the hell with your motherfucking ass. Cause I ain't gonna answer you. I don't give a fuck who it is. Nope. My name though, choosing my name, I went through it for a little while with that. Man, cause at first, it was a no-brainer. I lost my dad when I was a year old, so it's like my closeness to him was, and still is, my name. So, I knew I wanted to keep it. I didn't really want to change that. But then at the same time, I started feeling like, damn, maybe I hold on to the memory of my father too much. And he passed when I was a year old, so keep it 100, I really don't have a memory of him for real, for real. I mean, not of my own. I got shit people tell me, stories, pictures, video, but that's it. And music, I think that's one of the reasons why I ended up gravitating towards music, was because that's one of the only things I had left from him was music, hip-hop at that, and R&B, so go figure. But I got to a point where I was like, damn, you know, I be getting so hung up on not having had my father growing up that I got to a point where I be like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna be my own man. And I played with the idea of completely changing my name. But the more I thought about it, it just didn't feel right, you know? Because you come up with these names and you start by referring to yourself by them names, and then eventually you will move on to having other people slowly start using them. I didn't even make it to that point with the names I was choosing, so I knew, like, nah, man, that ain't gonna work. But I definitely wanted to stick with my name, and not to mention, even when I was a child, people would call me Sean for short. You know, so it was just like kind of like already engraved in me to be called Sean. And it was also a huge part of my childhood, you know. So I just kind of decided to stick with it. But then I started battling with, so do I become a junior or not? As it got closer and closer to me really getting ready to like buckle down on the name and make the shit happen, my grandmother was like, why don't you, you know, give some thought to using my last name as your middle name? My grandmother basically raised me with my mom, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I keep my dad, but then I also add in my grandmother. She was parent number 2. Now the grandmother that basically stepped into that second parent role is my father's mom. You know what I'm saying? So it felt right. And then boom, got my name. And of course, keep my last name. That's my father's last name. Now my grandmother's last name is different than my father's last name. My grandmother's last name is her maiden name. So that's what I went with. My big brother, who was like the closest thing to a motherfucking father figure that I had, this is the person that I lost last year. And this coming up on a year almost already. The one thing about him is, above all else, every move I made, every word I speak, he will always tell me, you know, to keep that shit righteous, you know, live righteously, make righteous moves. When we would write each other, when he was in a prison, we would close shit out. And the word righteous was always being used, you know what I'm saying? When I write, my big brother that's still incarcerated, he'll be home this year. Y'all gonna see a lot of him. Man, I would close it out. He would close it out. We all righteous, righteous, righteous. Stay righteous, you know what I'm saying? And then my other big brother, nigga more like an uncle or something. But him too. Always righteous, righteous. Stay true to yourself. Move righteous. You know what I mean? So, boom. Righteous. That was it. But to just use that word flat out as my middle name, it, yeah, you know what I mean? So I had to find something different. I started doing research into what righteous is in Swahili, like how to say it in Swahili, and it's haki. So, alright. So I kept saying it to myself for a while before I told my wife or anybody about it. I'm like, haki, alright. I go by Hawk for sure. So I'm thinking like, you know, got the beard going and shit now. Like, yeah, nigga, don't call me Junior no more. You know what I mean? My name Hawk now. You know what I'm saying? Hawk. You know what I'm saying? I got a grown man name. So I'm all for it. And then I'm like, alright, you know, I changed my motherfucking stage name to Haki and all of that shit. And hell yeah. So I'm with it. And I told my wife, like, Haki, where the fuck you get that from? And I told her. She's like, alright. That's how I ended up choosing my middle name. You know, because to me, everything that I try to do, every move I try to make, the way I try to live, the way I try to speak, my thought pattern and all of that, I try to keep everything righteous. Now, I don't always do that. I'm human, you know, like everybody else. I mean, shit. You know, you wake up and you'll be just being real positive, and you'll be like good, and then it take that one motherfucker to just completely taint your whole aura, and it just be like, nigga, I forgot what living righteous was for a minute. But you know, that just that word in general means so much to me, because it reminds me of my brother that I lost. It reminds me of my brothers that aren't here with me. It reminds me of where my lost brothers need to get back to, you know, and it really, it means a lot to me, you know. So yeah, that's how I came up with my name, basically. My pops, you know what I mean? And pretty much the name my mother had already given me, so I kept what she wanted. I'm still named after my father. I just switched the spelling around and spelled exactly like my father's now. I threw a piece of something that means a lot to me, you know, Haki, righteous in Swahili. You know what I mean? And then I kept my last name, and then I added my grandmother's last name for my second middle name. You feel me? So that's pretty much, that's where I got it from. But you know, you've been rocking with your man Sean, better known as BeatsOnT, soon to be known as Haki. Thank you for rocking with me though, my man. Y'all made my ride home quick. Now I go home, fuck me up a plate. And then fuck me up another plate. Get this video done, and then I'm watching some TV if my son don't make me play ice cream truck with him. Stay true to yourself. Do what you need to do to make you happy. Fuck what everybody else talking about. It's easier said than done, but you gotta understand, to really find happiness, the only thing you need to work on controlling is your thoughts and redirecting them bitches when they start going off left because of how somebody else got you feeling about yourself, my man. You can't control how other people feel about you. You can only control how you feel about how other people feel about you, you know what I'm saying? Besides, like I like to say, how you feel about me ain't none of my goddamn business. Nah, man. But y'all know how I'm coming. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.